One thing I've not lost is the ability to talk to people about the United Way and the United Way campaign. The Turkeython is coming up next week, the Oldies Attic Turkeython. On the line with us this morning, Amanda Augustine, Annie Rizzo. Our conversation brought to you by Marcus Mack, a law firm representing injured people. Ladies, good morning.
Good morning, Todd.
There you go. Oh, geez,
In unison.
Wow. Soprano and alto right there, huh?
That's right.
All right. So let's talk. It's the Oldies Attic Turkeython is coming up. Amanda, let's start with you because you were just here a week or so ago talking about this. Give us the particulars.
All right. So coming up next week, it's time to get your gobble on with the United Way Turkeython 2020, which is a staple event during Thanksgiving and is one of the United Way's most meaningful fundraisers of the year. So oftentimes we've collected more than $50,000 to help provide much-needed food to those less fortunate in Indiana County for the holiday season. As the tradition goes, the Turkeython will take place the Saturday before Thanksgiving. This year will be November 21st from 9 a.m. to noon. A big part of the Turkeython tradition continues, featuring Bill Otto's hosting the annual 3-hour on-air segment on Oldies Attic on WCCS, during which time all of our generous listeners call in and pledge their support to the United Way Turkeython.
Yeah, that's the skeleton of it. And now let's put a little meat on the bones. Annie, you're up.
So if you are out and about that day on the 21st, you can, if you're at the grocery store, you're running to the bank, we'll be out and about. Our volunteers will be at Giant Eagle, Valesky's 4th Street Philo, Marion Center Bank, Martin's in Home, PA. We'll be all over downtown Indiana on Philly Street, Ideal Market in Homer City, First National Bank, and Tate's, both in Clymer.
Okay, so that being the case, with the Oldies Attic Turkeython going on at that time, I'm assuming that you're saying that those volunteers will be there during the hours of the Turkeython?
That's correct.
Okay, and are people being asked to give directly then or to make pledges then when they're at the various locations?
All you have to do is if you're out at any of those locations, look for a volunteer who will have a turkey roaster, pots and pans. You can drop your donation off right there.
Beautiful. And then, of course, we'll get those totals into Bill before the program's off so that we can hopefully have a final number, huh?
That's right.
Terrific. That's a great plan. I don't know that we've done it that way in the past, have we? Amanda, you've been with us for a long time.
Yeah, so the Quota Club has traditionally collected donations along Philadelphia Street. So this year we're just trying to expand beyond Indiana and White Township. So we do support the Turkeython donations, support people not only here in Indiana, but also the Salvation Army, Chevy Chase, Homer City Pantry, Blairsville Deacon Pantry, homeless veterans, and this year we've added Creekside United Methodist Church. Mm-hmm. So because we are broadening the donation distribution, we're also broadening the area that we collect donations in.
Yeah, that's a smart idea because it gives more people a chance to give and people who might not even be aware that it's going on. I can't imagine there are people like that who don't know about the Turkeython. I'm wondering, though, is the turkey going to be right out in front of the radio station as usual?
I am certain that the turkey will be out in front of the radio station, and I did hear a rumor that the turkey may make some appearances at collection sites as well.
Yeah, wow. So the turkey gets around, huh?
The turkey does get around.
That's terrific news. So this is going to be happening next weekend. I know that you folks are all excited about it because you've been doing this for a while. Annie, how many times have you been involved in the Turkeython?
This is my first year being involved, Todd.
See, I thought that might be the case. Amanda, what about you?
It's been a long haul, Todd. I've been at the Turkeython for a long time.
You're not going to tell us how many years, huh?
No, not. But this year, kind of in a different role. So this year, I am representing the committee chair for the United Way. In the past, I've always been involved just as a volunteer representing Indiana Regional Medical Center.
Mm-hmm. And Annie, I'm sure you've been aware of it for years because you've been around for a little bit of time anyway. So the Turkeython must mean a lot to you, especially as it regards the United Way.
Exactly. Yep. So we're both co-vice chairs this year. So this is important to us.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, that means that you are very much involved in the United Way and what the United Way does. So let's expand our conversation to that. So, we're asking people to give to the United Way. Here's why. The United Way serves so many different organizations and agencies. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, the United Way has many agencies that they support in different capacities. So all of the funds that are raised are then sent out to those agencies, and even oftentimes some organizations that maybe aren't United Way partners. So all of the donations that we receive will be definitely put to good use, especially when you think about what the United Way was able to accomplish during the pandemic. So they had the emergency relief funds where people made donations to that, and they were really able to disperse those funds in needed ways, including food distribution.
Yeah, and one of the really neat things, the way Bill Otto designed this to work out this way, is getting all of those different entities to provide the gift cards for the actual purchasing of their Thanksgiving dinner meals, and at the same time, you're basing it upon the number of pledges in money to the United Way campaign. So it really is. It's twice as much.
Yeah, Todd, let me share with you some of the local businesses that are supporting the Turkeython this year. So generous outpouring of support was received from Giant Eagle, Martin's, Aldi's, The Ideal Market, Zaleski's 4th Street Philo, Tate's Supermarket, Walmart in both Indiana and Blairsville. But most importantly, we have Bill Otto's support with the Oldies Attic, and a big thank you to Renda Broadcasting and all of our volunteers that collect donations. Also, I just want people to know that the money that's raised for the Turkeython this year, although in the past there have been rather large gatherings, if you've ever had the chance to witness the Salvation Army's Thanksgiving meal, it's truly amazing what they do for the people that have nowhere else to go and come and gather and eat a meal together. This year that's not going to be possible. So some of these organizations that we mentioned will still continue to cook that Thanksgiving meal. We actually went to Aldi's and collected some turkeys a couple of weeks ago, and those were distributed. So some of the organizations that are the recipients of the funds of the Turkeython will be doing takeout meals. So they're all, being creative about how can they still meet the need of feeding those in need during the holiday season, but doing it in a safe way.
Yeah, I think Salvation Army is actually, you can phone ahead and make a reservation for a curbside pickup of a meal, but they're also saying you don't need a reservation, you can just come. And anybody that wants to know about that can contact the Salvation Army directly, and they'll let them know about that on Thanksgiving Day. But that's the kind of people we have here in Indiana County. I know that's why both of you, Amanda, and you as well, Annie, that's why you're involved in United Way, because we've got such good people here.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Hey, Todd, before we wrap up, we'd like to share two different ways that people could get involved with the Turkeython.
Uh-huh.
So first of all, if you're willing and want to make a pledge, you can do so on the morning of from 9 to noon. You can call Bill Otto's Oldies Attic, and the phone number, which I'm sure you said on the radio a million times, is 724-349-WCCS, and then there's also 724-479-1160. If you want to stay socially distant, stay at home, you can donate from the comfort of your house at donate.onecause.com/turkeython. You can also send a check in advance, and if you do so far enough in advance, we'll be able to give you a nice shout-out on the radio. And you can send your check to United Way of Indiana County at 655 Church Street, Suite 114, Indiana, PA 15701.
There you go. There you go. A lot of ways for folks to give, and for many, many years, for decades now, people have been doing this with the Oldies Attic Turkeython here on WCCS. We're really looking forward to it. It's next weekend. Ladies, anything else we need to share with people before we wrap it up here today?
Just mark your calendars, November 21st. Drive through town or around the county and find one of our volunteers to give a donation, or give us a call. We'll be there to answer the phones to take your pledges. Good plan. Good plan. Amanda Augustine, Annie Rizzo joining us this morning here in Indiana in the Morning. Ladies, have a great day today.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
Bye now.
Bye.
It is the voice of Indiana County, WCCS, 101.1 FM and AM 1160 and AM